What do you see? Flaws or flourishes?
He went in!
Confusion or confidence?
Oh, he's running after it. He ran after it. He got there before the ball did. I don't believe it.
Chaos or a champion?
He's won them all. The Grand Slam.
Just who is Tiger Woods?
That is better than most. Better than most.
Greatest ever. Great contradictions. Father. Fallen idol.
For all that I have done, I am so sorry.
We had some breaking news this morning. Tiger Woods was arrested on charges of driving under the influence by the Jupiter Police Department.
Broken. Strong. Start of a comeback. End of an era. What do you see? What does he see?
I don't know what my body can and can't do yet.
Ask yourself one question. Do you still believe?
The Albany Resort opened in October of 2010. It's an opulent enclave for very wealthy people. And this week playing host to the Hero World Challenge on the island of New Providence in the Bahamas. 71 slip marina, not to mention 600 oceanside sites. It's a nice place. And guess what? The 1,199th player in the world is the headliner. Good morning. This is Studio AAP, Gary Williams, Cara Banks. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Gary. Nice to have you back with us. And I have to say, we are so excited to have Tiger back today. My
you
goodness.
think?
What a build-up it has been this entire week. It's like a major championship, isn't it? We're always looking forward to Thursday. The day has finally arrived. He is going to have a scorecard in hand. It'll be fascinating to see what number comes out today.
No doubt about it. 301 days since his last competitive round. And by the way, yes, he's a global star. But recently you sat down with a guy who has 36 million and change when it comes to Twitter followers.
Oh, I only mix with the big stars, Gary. You know me. Yes, what a tease. Because you know what else is coming up today? I'm excited about this. Niall Horan was recently in town as part of his nationwide tour here in the US, and I got to spend some time with him backstage before his gig. Now, he is a golf nut.
Yes,
to the extent, right, that he has set up his own golf management company. He's good friends with, we know, with the likes of Rory and Justin Rose, also a huge Tiger fan, and he is as excited as the rest of us about his return today, and I asked him about it all. So we have that full interview from the House of Blues coming up later in the show.
Looking forward to that. I met him 2 years ago at the Masters. Well, what is happening now?
All right, well, let's get to it, and we will start with Adam Scott. I have to say, what a change in form he has had in an attempt to try and improve his form on the greens, Gary. He has gone back to the longer putter, having changed to the short putter since the anchoring ban came into effect at the beginning of 2016. We have full highlights from the first round of the Australian PGA Championship coming up. We will show you how he played.
All right, what else is happening now? Well, Louis Oosthuizen, opening round of 67. He's tied for 6th at the Mauritius Open. And this is somebody who plays all around the world and very similar to the PGA Tour. Cara, we know that these tours don't take much time off. It's time to just start it all over again.
Yeah, it certainly is. But today is the day a lot of us have been waiting for. Tiger Woods makes a much anticipated return to the game after undergoing a 4th known back surgery in April of this year. He will tee off in the opening round of the Hero World Challenge at 12:05 p.m. Eastern Time today, alongside the reigning PGA Tour Player of the Year in Justin Thomas. You can watch full coverage with us right here on Golf Channel all day long, so don't go anywhere. And someone who is on site to watch all of that action unfold and has been doing so all week long is our colleague Lisa Cornwell, who we can welcome in now from Albany Resort. Good morning, Lisa.
Good morning, Cara. Can you tell that the wind has picked up? My my hair is all over the place right now.
I think you look great like that. Embrace the windswept look. You're rocking it, Lisa. But yes, a windy day to start off this week. Tiger was expecting that. He's been forecasting the wind speeds and the weather all week long. Speaking of which, you followed him in yesterday's Pro-Am. What stood out to you across those 18 holes?
Well, a lot stood out, Cara. Honestly, I mean, when you navigate the holes with Tiger Woods, first of all, he was very calm, cool, and collected. He was very chatty with his group. But from a more technical standpoint, he was literally striping the driver, hitting absolutely every fairway that I saw. Again, I saw him for most of the round. He only missed one fairway all day. And it wasn't just that he was navigating it out there, trying to control the shot. He was free swinging at it and hitting this nice, again, tight, high draw. I've talked about it all week long, but it wasn't veering off any direction other than the middle of the fairway. In fact, on number 7, he drove the green a 340-yard par 4 and ended up making the 20-footer for eagle. So definitely a lot of positives to take forward into today and the rest of the week for Tiger Woods.
Yeah, there certainly are, and we'll look forward to seeing that all start at noon today. Word is, meanwhile, that another player in the field, Ricky Fowler, is experimenting with some new equipment in the Bahamas this week. Can you tell us more?
Well, Car, it's not really new equipment. It's really more of the same version of the driver he's hitting right now, the Cobra King F7, which is the 2017 version. The 2018 version is the Cobra King F8, and it really is the same driver. He told me it's the same 43.5 length that he's been using. It just has a little bit of a different look. The 2017 version is more of a matte finish. The 2018 version has more of a glossy finish. So he said he really wanted to get used to the look of it, and so far so good. He said he liked it. He played with it all day yesterday. We'll see when he gets here in just a little bit for his pre-round warm-up if he will have it in the bag today.
Okay, be looking forward to seeing that. Meanwhile, Henrik Stenson is making his first start since withdrawing from the end of the European Tour season due to that rib injury. But there is no Gareth Lord in sight. That's his longtime caddy. So who is on the bag for Henrik this week?
Well, Henrik's a lucky man this week because he has his wife Emma on the bag. In fact, the funny thing is he's actually using a carry bag. It's Emma's bag. It was a last-minute decision for him to play here with the injury, but he did decide that he was good to go. So Emma is carrying the bag, but it's her South Carolina Gamecock. That's where she played college golf. It's that bag, and it has her name on the side of it. I asked him about it jokingly. He said it's the first time he's ever played golf with another name other than his own on the bag, but he said he's really looking forward to having her out there. She's glad to be out there, of course, carrying the smaller version of the bag. I asked him if he was going to take advice from her, and he said he's a smart man. Whatever she says, he'll do.
That is amazing. Husband and wife duo, and she's got the stand bag. I do not blame her. Go Emma Stenson. Well, he tees off at 11:54 a.m. Eastern Time this morning with his countryman Alex Noren. So we'll be looking forward to watching them. Lisa, thank you. I know we'll be back with you throughout the next few hours as we await Tiger's arrival ahead of this opening round.
It's fine. Talk to you soon.
All right, that was Lisa Cornwell down in Albany, but let's join Gary now with the rest of our crew.
Yeah, Charlie Reimer, Paige McKenzie, John Cook. Let's try to just keep it to one thought. John, let me start with you. You played hundreds of rounds with this man throughout his professional life. One thought about this week. What is it?
I'm going to look today for Tiger playing golf, not golf swing. He gets on the first tee, it's down out of the left. Is he going to hit the proper shot? Is he going to play the par 3? He's hitting the proper shot in these holes. And this is for Thursday. This is getting back into golf mode. Hopefully he doesn't play golf swing and tries to figure out where the golf ball is going. Let that happen and just go play the proper shots.
It's a soft free entry, there's no doubt. 18 players, spends a lot of time there. Paige, how about you?
I think that's a good way to put it, soft re-entry. Because what I've noticed with this comeback is it feels a little different in that all the expectations are back to where they should be. I think every single time he's come back from an injury, I felt like the public expectation was he's going to go out and win. I felt like to some extent his expectation was going to go out and win. I actually feel like he's a little bit more subdued in his expectation for himself. And certainly I think the public is finally back to, I just want to see him healthy. I want to see him smiling. I want to see him hit shots.
Yeah, health is going to be a big part of the narrative beyond this week going into next year. How about you, Charlie?
Yeah, I hear you guys talking about the soft re-entry. I don't know that that's possible if you're Tiger Woods and there's TV cameras around. I mean, think about it. I mean, it's not only are our cameras there, NBC cameras there, from all sports organizations. They're going to have people there, and whatever he does is going to be analyzed, microanalyzed. It's going to be nitpicked. But this comeback feels a little different to me because even as harsh as critics are saying, hey, you know what? He looks good. The swing looks good. Everything looks good. I mean, the round yesterday was good. I understand what you guys are saying about sort of easing into it. I don't think deep down he feels like he's easing into it, and especially if he's hitting it the way he's hitting it, you know. So my expectations are maybe a little bit higher than what you guys are. I think he's going to have some solid golf that we're going to see these next 4 days.
It's so funny to watch John's reaction to what you do. You had that sheepish grin on your face.
Oh, yeah.
You agree?
Absolutely. That's what I mean about getting back into golf mode, and not golf swing. When he gets into golf mode, we know what can happen.
Yeah.
He can get a little fiery, and his expectations will be a little bit higher.
Yeah, I saw 2 features on ESPN this morning, 7:30, 7:45, by Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
People are noticing.
Everything
They're paying
he does
attention.
is a story.
No doubt about it. All right, well, how about the Australian PGA, a guy who's won the Masters this year? The year's not over. He's still got that green jacket, travels with it. Here's Sergio, part 4-6, his second, Charlie.
Well, this is what Sergio throughout his career has done the best, is iron play. Moves it both ways, high, low, whatever shot's required, he's always up for the task.
Got it to 4 under. Now, Paige, here he is on the 8th, putting for birdie.
Yeah, he was able to set the tone early, in spite of a rain delay early in the day, but close to a good round from the morning wave.
Yep, 67. Adam Scott, obviously, John gets so much support, and you notice something we're going to discuss. That putter's longer.
It's the broomstick is back, and he's making this 20-footer. He's kind of liking his decision right now.
Yeah, got to 1 under. Here he is, Charlie, putting for birdie. You've had a lot to say about him putting over the years. Here he is on 18.
Yeah, I mean, this is a player who was the best putter on the PGA Tour 1 year with a conventional putter, that basically lost his stroke, lost confidence, and putted really well with the long putter that was anchored. Obviously, this is not anchored to his chest. I don't see a whole lot of difference when I look at it, but this is a method that I've tried. I don't like it. I don't recommend it for people. It certainly has worked well for Langer and McCarron on PGA Tour champions this year, and Adam Scott seems to feel pretty comfortable about it. We're going to get into this a little bit later in the show, Gary.
Yeah, you can see Sergio 1 shot out of the lead. Adam Scott currently in a tie for 41st. Now, Charlie, let me start with you because you have said a lot about Adam Scott, and you believe that he would become one of the better putters again once he could non-anchor. Well, he's non-anchoring, but he's using an instrument you didn't think was going to be effective.
Yeah, and it's just a method that I don't recommend it for average people who are trying to find a way to improve putting. That's what we're going to get into later. I've got a pretty simple method that I think is better, but it's just to get proficient at holding that putter right here without anchoring it, Paige, there's like too much stuff going on. To me, it's really, really uncomfortable and something that requires a ton of work to get proficient at.
Yeah, so it might not be great for the average person, but the reality is you go with what works. And we've seen a lot of people use unconventional styles, whether it's putting or golf swings over the course of the year. So for Adam Scott, maybe he's getting back to his comfort level with the longer putter.
He's such a great ball striker, and maybe he just hasn't seen the results of his great ball striking, taking advantage of those great opportunities that he has. I'm not sure if this is switching the panic switch, or he's just trying to find a better way again where he's more comfortable, because he does strike the golf ball so beautifully, and he hasn't had the results in the last few years that he is looking for.
And if you look at his putting from the PGA Tour this season just completed, just in the books, inside of 10 feet's not good. Ranks almost 200th, down towards the bottom. So, I mean, that's where you got to get really, really comfortable, and clearly his performance level is not there.
We're going to take a closer look at this, more on it, and I will always point this out. When he won the Masters, he had 30 putts in that final round. If you ball strike your way around Augusta National, you can win a green jacket. Let's say good morning. Hello, Bailey Mosier.
Good morning, Gary Williams, and hello. Yes, when he won that 2013 MastersGolfChannel.com ran with Sweeping Beauty as the headline because we know his golf game, and he is just so gosh darn good looking. All right, Tiger Woods, he is all the rage this week, of course, because he's returning to golf, his first competitive round in 301 days. We want you in on the action, in on the conversation on Twitter. Go ahead and find us at GC Morning Drive. We want to know what you think Tiger's going to shoot in the first round today, the Hero World Challenge. It's simple, just 3 options: under par, even par, or over par. Yesterday in his Pro-Am, it's believed he shot about 3 to 4 under par. So get on Twitter and go ahead and vote. We're going to unveil those results throughout the morning. So tee sheet time, Tiger Woods. We're going to go on the range. We have cameras set up on the practice areas awaiting his arrival this morning to Albany Resort. And as we have all been counting down and awaiting his return to competitive golf. So as soon as he shows up to warm up, we're going to bring you that action live right here on Morning Drive. And in the meantime, while we continue to patiently wait for his 12:05 p.m. tee time, we're going to continue the countdown that we have been doing all morning right here on Morning Drive. That's the top 10 greatest shots of Tiger Woods' career. We're going to unveil all 10 of them, including numbers 1 and 2 that we have not yet shown you this week. And Niall Horan is a man who grew up watching Tiger Woods in his prime, developed a love for the game because of Tiger. So now he's pretty talented in his own right. He just won the New Artist of the Year award at the AMAs earlier this month. He recently sat down with our own Cara Banks to talk Tiger, the golf management company that now started, and where his own skills are at. So all that and much more is all ahead on this Thursday, November 30th edition of Morning Drive.
Charlie, Niall Horan, you a big fan?
He's got slow hands. Of course
He's got 36 million Twitter followers.
He does. I'm taller than him. I got a picture to prove it.
Nice.
Yeah, I've got a picture to prove it.
We got to